Hello and welcome to Carry the Tunes. My name's Aisling Clark and I'm delighted to be joined by Niall Keegan, John Carty, Sandra Joyce and Alan Reid. So essentially the series is about how the music has been passed down from generation to generation, the relationship between its place and geography and how it's immersed in culture. So I'm going to hand you over to the lads for a couple of tunes.
It's great to get the first tune over with here in Carrick and Shannon in the dock, and this is our first time really as an ensemble to play together. We all know each other for years down in Limerick University, and we started off there with the ballroom favourites that was made famous by Niall?
Oh, John McKenna.
John McKenna.
No other man, no other man.
So we'd like at this stage, we're going to show you all the different personal musical styles we have and affiliations with the area. So just to kick off the evening, I'm going to ask Niall Keegan to play us a tune. Niall has great Leitrim connections. You explain.
Yes, it's a delight to be here. In the dock, in the dark, in Leitrim. My mother is from a little place up the road between here and Dowra called Ballinaglara, there's great sort of music and great family connections there. I have an uncle who lives in Cork now, but the great Ballinaglara man called John Gilday. I learnt a lot of music from him. I remember him turning up at the door when I was growing up in London with a tape of John McKenna, the first John McKenna tape, and saying, "Go away and listen to this and stop with that jazz stuff that you're playing." And I did, and I was very influenced by it, and I enjoyed it. So I'll play three jigs that I suppose resonate with my time in London, growing up in London, playing in the Cayley band, and playing in the sessions of people like Brendan Mulcair, who've been a great influence on myself and John in particular. The first tune is a jig associated with a great flute player from West Limerick called Paddy Taylor. It's one of his tunes. The second tune, that's the second tune. The first tune is The Maid in the Green, the great old session tune I remember from London. And then the last tune will probably be Willie Coleman's, if I get that far. Which again, yeah.
Good man, Willie.
Can I play Sligo music
Oh, yes.
in Leitrim?
Oh,
Is that all
of
right?
course you can.
Oh, yeah, all right.
It's all the one.
My uncle wouldn't approve of that last tune.
Keep moving along, and going to introduce Sandra Joyce to you now, to our songster.
Yeah, and I always get out of breath playing the bodhrán with Niall, so I just I'll take a moment and introduce the song to you. So I had to think long and hard what songs I'd sing today. So I've actually changed my mind about 10 times, and I'm going to sing a song now that has a great legacy, I suppose. It's a song called The Bonny Boy, and I learnt it actually from a singer from Limerick that John would know well as well, Peter Dundon, who's a gorgeous singer, never sings, he's a divil. And he learned it from the singing, I believe, of Joe Heaney, the great Connemara Shannon singer. And it's actually, I'm going to try not to talk too much because I've actually looked a bit into this song. It's a song that has been sung in so many different cultural contexts. It's been sung by, it's been arranged by the classical composer Benjamin Britten. It was, a version of it was sung by the great country and Irish singer Larry Cunningham. Joan Baez has a version of it. So it's one of these songs that's really traversed time and place, and it's supposed to be based on the story of an arranged marriage in Scotland between members of the aristocracy. Basically, it's about a young boy married to an older girl, and it's sad. So, anyway, hopefully I'll be able to manage it this morning. So. The trees, they grow tall, and the grass, it grows green. The time has come and passed, my love, since you and I have been. It's a cold, old, bitter night, my love, that I lie here alone. For my bonny boy was young, but he's gone. Oh, Father, dearest Father, you've done to me what's wrong. You have married me to my bonny boy. You knew he was too young. For he is scarce 16, and I am 21. But my bonny boy is young and growing. Oh, daughter, dearest daughter, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will send your love to college for another year or two. And when he is in college, he'll wear a ribbon green, so the lassies will all know that he's married. As I was walking down by the college wall, I spied 24 college boys, all playing with a ball. It was there I spied my own true love, the fairest of them all. For my bonny boy was young and growing. And at the age of 16 he was a married man. At the age of 17, the father of a son. At the age of 18, the grass it grew o'er him green. Cruel death had put an end to his growing. I'll buy my love a shroud of the oriental brown, and whilst I sit and sew it, sure the tears they will flow down. I will weep and I will mourn him until the day I die, but I'll rear his bonny son whilst he's growing. Thank you.
Sandra, good stuff. Just as the four of us will tackle a couple of tunes now, two reels that we just put together before we started to film this set. But they come from down north and south of Leitrim. So I might ask Alan Reid to introduce these tunes as he grew up in the northern part of the county.
So the first tune here is a composition of Joe Leddy. Joe Leddy was from Killargy, which is the same place I'm from, so be about 3 kilometres as the crow flies between where I was reared and where Joe Leddy was. So this tune is Palmer's Gate, and like all Joe Leddy's tunes, the titles refer to lots of local things in the Killargy, Tonylea kind of area. So Palmer's houses were these big landlord houses, so presumably this refers to one of the gates to them. And loads of his tunes have local places like O'Donnell's Rock and all that kind of thing. So we'll follow it up then with John Blessings, and John Blessing was a flute player from down south Leitrim, as far as I know. I've heard recordings of him, but that's the extent of my knowledge on him.
Yeah. Okay. play a little set of tunes for you this time, and I've been living in the area now for 30 years this year. Moved back from London, similar upbringing to Niall. Born a little bit before him, of course. Remember him in short pants.
They were still big.
But I've had a great love for the music of North Connacht in general, and it's such a treasure trove of musicians to want to immerse yourself in their music. And purely coincidentally, today I'd like to pick some tunes of a great tin whistle player. And it was reminded to me because his grandnephew was working here in the dock for this last few years, called Keith Conroy. He's one of our sound technicians. So I'm talking about Jim Donoghue. So this is a little set of tunes of Jim's, one of the great tin whistle players, and beautiful approach to music. it's like I was trying to get away from you.
When I hear John Carty play, it always reminds me of a tractor. You see a tractor in the yard trying to manoeuvre around a small yard, and it's all awkward and cumbersome. It takes forever. I hear John Carty play. It's like that tractor doing somersaults in the yard. It's so creative and it's so you can turn the tune.
A creative tractor now, that's what you're like.
That's the name of the next album.
Yeah, okay.
We'll play some good old McKenna tunes now, some polkas. We all work in the University of Limerick, which is dangerously close to Kerry. And they have their own types of polkas down there that I don't personally approve of. And I think that's this type of polka was actually the type of polka that was prevalent throughout the whole country before Kerry was invented. But around where we are in Limerick, they had polkas like this, and Lucy Farr played polkas like this in Galway, and we want to see these revived. Now we'll have to start dancing them as well, though. That'll be the problem. Yeah. Not today, but not today. These are two polkas that are associated with very much with John McKenna, and I'm going to be that bad academic. I can't remember their names. Restraint.
Yeah. Oh, the master. We'd like to hear a tune from Alan Reid, special banjo player from Leitrim here.
Woohoo.
And I'll leave it to you, Alan.
Yeah. So I'm going to play a march and two reels, and I'm going to stray a bit further from Calargy for these. So the first march is one I got from a collection of P.W. Joyce, and he collected this tune in Leitrim sometime in the mid-1800s, and it's supposed to be from the 1798 kind of era, and it's called The Yeoman from Ballinamore, and the note just says that the French came and the yeoman ran away. That's all the information on the tune that he gives. And then I'm going to follow it up with a tune called Handsome Sally that I got from a field recording of, I think he was called Jack Maguire, Sean Maguire's father. He was from Cavan, so not too far away either. And then I'm going to follow it up then with a setting of the Temple House I got from Jim Donoghue, a recording of Jim Donoghue. So John would have introduced me to a lot of Jim Donoghue music when I was studying in the university, and it's a pool of music that I've been kind of stealing from ever since, in a lot of ways. So yeah, I'll give these a go.
stuff. Great tunes.
Another track.
More. Shall I go for it? Yeah. So I'm going to sing another song now, and this is from a neighbouring county, associated with a neighbouring county of Sligo. Of course, there's so many brilliant singers in this county and brilliant songs as well, but I just didn't want to be singing something just for the sake of it, so I said I'd go for a Sligo song, a Sligo-based song. And of course, anyone who's familiar with this song, Ye Ramblin' Boys of Pleasure, will know the connection with the W.B. Yeats poem and then subsequent song, Down by the Sally Gardens. And I don't know if you're familiar with the story of Yeats apparently hearing a woman singing this in the fields and then going along and constructing the poem out of it. So this song I suppose it was made famous by Andy Irvine and the Planksty recording, which is just a classic, but it's one I really love to sing. So yeah, and the last line, which I like to repeat, hard fortune would ne'er daunt me, for I am young and the world is wide. I'd like to dedicate that to all the young people who are starting out new lives, including our own boy who started college this year. So so I'll give it a go, and Alan's going to kindly accompany me. Ye ramblin' boys of pleasure, give ear unto these lines I write. I own I am a rover, in ramblin' I take great delight. I cast my mind on a handsome girl, though oftentimes she did me slight. My mind is never easy, except when my true love is in my sight. Down by yon flowery gardens, where me and my own true love do meet, I held her in my arms, and unto her gave kisses sweet. She bid me take love easy, just as the leaves grow on the tree. But I, being young and foolish, with my own true love I would not agree. And the second time I met my love, I thought her heart was surely mine. But as the season changes, my darling girl had changed her mind. Gold is the root of evil, although it bears a glittering hue. Causes many's the lad and lass to part, though their hearts like mine be e'er so true. And I wish I was in Belfast town, and my own true love along with me, and money in my pocket to keep us in good company. is wide. Hard fortune would ne'er daunt me, for I am young and the world is wide. Thanks, Alan.
Lovely, Sandra. And Alan, great stuff. Beautiful. So that kind of brings us near to the end of our set.
It flew.
Yeah, it did fly.
It was lovely.
Flying fun. So thanks, Aisling, for inviting us all, and a little bit of Limerick back to Leitrim.
Thank you so much, Aisling,
Yes.
and all the gang here as well. Thank you.
Aisling, a proud UL graduate. Fair play to you. We'll get you back to your final performance eventually. Will, honestly.
Yeah, well, we'll finish with, I suppose, one of the most famous John McKenna sets, Colonel Rogers' favourite and The Happy Days of Youth. You can't tire of these tunes, they were just classics, and we'll give them our little version of them.
Thanks, everybody.